It is May 4th, 2021, and we just wrapped up another City Commission meeting. I'm Marc Fein, Director of Communications for the City of Fort Lauderdale, alongside Mayor Dean Trantalis. Mayor, thanks for joining us for this little post-game interview.
We did quite a bit tonight.
Yeah, a lot got accomplished. Look, you can go on our website, on YouTube, watch the entire commission meeting if you'd like. We publish a lot of briefs, so you can read about it. But we want to touch on a few of the bigger items that transpired tonight. And I think Teacher Appreciation Week, Teacher Appreciation Day, appropriate. We start with a school item, Stranahan High School, and this was a big deal. Explain to folks what happened and what the commission did tonight.
So a number of years ago, the school board was able to successfully achieve a bond referendum in which $800 million was approved by the public. As part of the package of improvements that were planned was a new cafeteria and bathrooms at Stranahan High School. This is one of the oldest schools we have in our city, and it was long since overdue. Unfortunately, as delays continued to accrue, the project got reduced, and it went from a replacement to a renovation, and the size of the project kept getting smaller and smaller. And tonight, the City Commission put its foot down, and they said, we will not accept anything less than what we were first promised years ago. And the people of this city voted for the bond referendum. The people expect to get the value of their dollars. So we sent to the school board tonight a resolution, and we insist that we get the replacement cafeteria and the new bathrooms at Stranahan High.
And I think a very good point was made. This isn't just for the 1,500 kids that are at that school right now. This is a school, I think Commissioner Sorensen said, that is going to continue to grow, that will have more, it has capacity for more students, and this is for the future.
Over 2,000 students, and as Fort Lauderdale continues to grow and as the numbers continue to increase that we see on a weekly basis, this is a place where kids can stay in our town and enjoy the benefits of a great high school that Stranahan High School is.
All right, we're going to move on to the next topic, and I wanted to talk parks. The state this year passed, almost $70 million in statewide money to make improvements and to support parks. Tonight, you guys did something similar. The commission did something similar. Talk about what you did for parks, because I know this city cares so much about its parks, and we know the value that they have for our residents.
So this city approved a $200 million bond program to improve existing parks, to acquire additional green space, and to improve the quality of life based on the open space philosophy. And as part of the bond program, we had a whole list of park improvements that the community came together and said, we want to see these changes made. And tonight, the City Commission approved 39 of those changes. All throughout the city, every district, every corner of the city will now have an improved park site. This is in addition to the other parks, the 4 signature projects that we've already identified and funded. So it's exciting. The city is moving forward, and within the next 12 to 18 months, these improvements are going to be made, and the quality of life once again improves in Fort Lauderdale.
And this is something that this commission cares a lot
Absolutely.
about. It's such an important quality of life deal, right?
Well, especially as the city becomes more dense, open space and parkland is really, really important, and I think it adds as one of those intangible amenities that make living in Fort Lauderdale so great.
Well, as a former journalist, I probably did something you should never do, which is bury the lead here. But we need to talk about the elephant in the room right now, which is vaccines. It did come up at the commission meeting tonight. We know what the governor did during this week, really changing everybody's world and turning it upside down somewhat. And now Fort Lauderdale as a city has to respond.
Well, so the governor issued orders this week. Some take effect immediately, some take effect on July 1st. And I think the governor is recognizing some of the progress we're making. We're not having to wear masks, and we've both been vaccinated. So we are moving into another phase of life and hoping to return to some level of normalcy. I know it's going to take some adjustment mentally by many of our community to realize that it is safer to interact with one another, and so we're going to follow his guidelines and do our best to keep the community safe. Now, Businesses can certainly require masks, but public spaces like this and other government buildings are now going to be required to stop enforcing the mask ordinances. And I think that America's ready. I think America's ready to move on, get back to work, and I think normalcy is really, we're craving for it. And I think hopefully this is a step in the right direction.
Now, that said, we still want to encourage people to get vaccinated, right? I mean, that's long-term what's going to keep everybody healthy and get us back to that normal that we want to get back to.
Well, that's the goal. And last year, we were all begging for a vaccine, and tremendous amounts of resources and talent were brought together, and Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson & Johnson, AstraZeneca, all these great pharmaceutical companies, they heeded the call, and so we have a vaccine. It's a safe method to deter the contraction of the COVID-19 virus. The fact that some people are hesitant to accept it is very concerning, because first of all, they're putting their own lives at risk, and secondly, they are putting other people's lives at risk. And so if we're ever going to achieve the kind of immunity that we need in our communities, we all need to be vaccinated. So, if it's a religious hesitance or cultural, whatever, let's talk it out. Let's educate one another. Let's understand that this vaccine is safe. It's going to protect you. It's going to keep you from dying, and it's going to keep you from getting very sick. And it's going to allow our community to get back to business and get ourselves back on our feet again.
And that's what everybody wants.
I hope so.
Yeah, well, we appreciate you taking the time. These commission meetings can go a long time, but we know you want to make sure we share with our residents what transpired. We're going to try and do this every commission meeting. Might talk to some of the commissioners sometimes. You can always, again, go to fortlauderdale.gov. You can go to our YouTube page, social media. We will always have information there for you. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.